The excitement.
It is exciting. All right. I believe we are live. Thank you, everybody, for joining me for not another Bitcoin interview. Today, I have Sandra Malalah. Sandra, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Let everybody know who you are, how you got into crypto, and what do you do now that you are into crypto?
Okay, hey guys, I'm Sandra. I live in Norway and I got into crypto because my cousins are really into crypto and they basically harassed me into doing this. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so they told me to get into crypto, and when I tried to do some research on my own, the information out there was so complicated. It was so complex, and it's pretty hard to kind of self-educate yourself in crypto. So that's why I was like, hey, maybe I should make some videos and try to try to mainstream cryptocurrency, because there's a lot of people out there that's like, even after I made some videos, my friends are like, oh, you're finally making videos, but you're talking about something we don't understand anything about. So there's a lot of people who are interested in learning about this, and I'm just gonna try to simplify it as much as possible. So
Right, that's what I basically
yeah,
did. I started getting into crypto and I was like, well, let me try to put this in my own words so my friends can understand it because it was a little hard for me to understand it. But once it clicks, you can kind of use the right words to get it across. I reached out because like your first crypto video wasn't even about Bitcoin. It was about Ripple. And you were like so excited like about the potential that blockchain technology has in so many different aspects. Like you got videos on Ripple, Ethereum, the user activated soft fork. Like you really dived into some of the cooler topics. You didn't go with the cliche, oh, Bitcoin is money, buy Bitcoin, it's money. Like you're like, yo, Ripple's pretty neat. Check this out. I was like,
yeah.
wow, that was your first video. So what inspired you to do your first video, and like what inspired you even farther to make it about Ripple?
I asked my cousins and the other people that I got to know because of cryptocurrency. So I asked them, and they give me advice on what I should make videos about. And yeah, they actually helped me a lot with my videos. So that's really what inspired me to do it, because I'm like, what? Because I'm very new into this. I think I got into crypto about a month ago.
That's why I wanted you on the
So
show. We're going to use this for historical documentation, and we're going to have you back on in a year, and we're going to just pick up where we leave off, and we're going to see how far you've come. That's the exciting
oh
part, that
yeah,
you're still very new to this whole idea of crypto.
yeah.
Some of the things I
So
wanted to go on though about Ripple, just for the viewers who may not know what Ripple is, it's a digital currency that the banks and payment providers are going to be using to basically get liquidity on demand in real time without having to pre-fund accounts, and then, cross-border transactions like without any extra foreign costs. Right now, I think I'm reading right here, XRP is about 4 seconds to Ethereum's 2 minutes to Bitcoin's 1 hour for settlement. And then we have is up to 1,000 transactions per second as to Ethereum's 15 and to Bitcoin's 3 to 6. So that's just some quick Ripple information for everybody. But yeah, go ahead. So besides Ripple, you really got into Ethereum. What do you think about Ethereum?
I think Ethereum is the future. uh, yeah, Ethereum is the new internet. I think it's genius, and I'm excited to see what the future will bring, but I'm not sure how long it will stay. Um, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think the concept is pretty good.
Yeah, I think
I do.
yeah, Ethereum being, I think a lot of people compare it to being the internet. It's more like Ethereum's like an operating system like Microsoft or like iOS, and then you have these decentralized applications being built on top, dApps like Golem.
Yeah,
Do you watch
yeah,
Silicon Valley,
exactly.
the HBO? I think it's on HBO, Silicon Valley.
No, I don't.
Well, it's an awesome
Damn it.
show. No, it's an awesome nerd show. definitely recommend it. But right now, what they're talking about in the show is basically what Golem is. It's like a world computer that uses like leftover resources on your phone or on your laptop, and it takes those leftover resources and distributes them and helps, like, you know, make a world computer from like leftover resources. And that's basically what they're doing in the TV show. So I just think like Ethereum is already starting to become like this sci-fi thing, but it's not so sci-fi because it's actually here.
Yeah, well, that's pretty cool that they're starting to bring this up on TV shows.
Yeah, we're starting to see a lot more talk about it. Almost every time there's a new episode or something where they mention Ethereum or Bitcoin, the price usually goes up, and it's like, yeah, that's because Mark Cuban tweeted it or whatever. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anytime anybody famous mentions crypto, it usually has a positive effect. Have you started actually holding crypto? So I know you're only a month into it, and it takes a little while for people to get comfortable throwing money at it, even though they like the ideas of it or the ideology of it. So do you actually hold any crypto yet, or are you still on the fence before you throw your money in there?
I have a little bit, but I'm not going hardcore into crypto. I'm not like putting thousands and thousands of dollars into it. I put like $10 and $20 because, as I said, I don't really know much about it yet. So while I'm making videos, I'm educating myself and I'm still learning. So yeah, I just wanted to be, as you say, more comfortable with it. And yeah, that's basically
I would say that's a smart way to go about it. That's how I did it when I first got into crypto. I started putting like $5 a week. Maybe then I went to $10 a week, and then I got to like $5 a day, $10 a day. And then eventually I'm all in crypto. As soon as I get my paycheck, it's just diversified across a very vast crypto portfolio. I don't hold fiat anymore. My bank thinks I probably have a really bad gambling problem or something because I never have money in the bank. It's just instantly gone. But the bank I use is simple. And you have to, you know, before you start really buying crypto at a lot, you have to make sure the banks that you're using are okay with buying and selling of Bitcoin transactions with Bitcoin companies. A lot of banks won't let you receive money from Coinbase because they don't deal with anything Bitcoin related. So my advice would be make sure your bank is okay with Bitcoin before you go ahead and start sending money in and out to Coinbase or other exchanges. Just something to keep an eye on. So I know you did Ripple, Ethereum, you did the user-activated soft fork with Bitcoin. What's like the next crypto that kind of caught your attention, or are you just focusing on these three, the top three, actually?
No, I mean, I want to make videos about anything. I think I'm going to start making kind of like the basic videos now about basic cryptocurrency and kind of explaining what it is, because I don't really have a video like that. And as I said, even my mother, she called me, she's like, what are you talking about on your videos? And so yeah, I kind of want to make a video about that so that more people will understand. And I want to make a video about Bitcoin. And yeah,
I'm excited for your videos. You have really good editing. I like it. It's really, it brings a different like life to the crypto video world. Like right now, it's just like people like me to just throw a camera up and talk to it and it's done. I mean, the most editing I do is throw a thumbnail on it or something. You have like different angles and cut scenes, and like I like the last one that you did with the user-activated soft fork. You did like the pop-up sounds with the pop-up thumbnails of all the videos.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man. I was like, I'm gonna steal that.
Did you see yourself?
I did. Thank you. I appreciate that. I saw that. I was like, wow. I needed to step my video editing up and make it more entertaining to like the mind than just like the ears. And like your videos, the editing, I think that's going to get you your viewers. And then as you learn and progress in information, that's going to keep your viewers around. So I'm excited for your channel. I know you've got about 200 subscribers. And again, that's why you're on with me, because like you're new. And I'm excited to talk to you in the future and reflect back on this conversation, because I wish I could have interviewed myself when I was 1 month into crypto, so I could talk to myself again 12 months later to see like how different everything is. And that's why I'm excited for this conversation today. You said like your mom was asking you questions about crypto. Like, how has it been since you just started making these videos and like trying to explain it to close friends and family? Like, how has that been for you?
To be honest, I'm like, just Google it. Just Google cryptocurrency because I'm working so much. I work 12 to 13 hours a day, and I work on a cruise ship. So, and the Wi-Fi sucks. I'm pretty amazed that the Wi-Fi works here for this live chat. But yeah, I don't really have time to explain this complicated subject. But yeah, I try to explain it if I have time, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah, I get the same look.
no,
Yup. That
yeah,
like they just want me
yeah,
to feel like they understand so they don't like look stupid. But it's like, don't ask questions. You're not stupid. This is very complex. That's
yeah, it
awesome. Yeah,
is,
that's why I started making the videos and I wrote articles for like Medium and actually got myself into Steemit, which I wanted to touch on with you in a second. But that's why I started creating content.
yeah,
So family and friends that kept asking me all these questions, I actually had to answer them 15 times a day, the same question. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to write an article. I'm going to make a video. That way I can send these people 2 links and they'll get the same thing I had to do 15 times a day when everybody messages me. So you building
yeah.
that like playlist queue of information, whenever friends or family ask, that's going to add to the viewer count, the subscriber count, the thumbs up count. Your audience will build as you provide that information instead of, like you said, like we don't have the time to just sit here and educate our friends and family one by one. That's why we're creating
No,
content. But I do want to touch
thank
on
God
that
for
with you though.
technology.
Backtrack, Steemit. You are crushing it on
Yeah.
Steemit all freaking ready. You're killing it. I've
Oh,
been on
thanks.
Steemit for months and I feel like we have either the same value in account or you're already surpassing me. And I'm excited for that. Like, so how has Steemit been for you? Like when I first started using it, it was a little confusing. I didn't even get into it because of the user interface. So for you, how was like signing up for Steemit and posting your first post and then seeing that you create content and earn from creation? Like, how was that whole experience?
Okay, so let me just go back in time a little bit because I spend a lot of time on social media, and on Instagram I had this travel account and I had like 7,000 followers, and I was just on it all day trying to find pictures because I was like reposting pictures and following people all day and everything to get my followers up. And then my cousin, he's like, yo, you have to get into Steemit. Like, you have to get into Steemit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he started with his explanation, everything. So I tried it and I posted like 3 things, but I didn't understand it. You know what I mean? And Steemit is so, I felt like when I logged into Steemit, I was like, this is like being on the internet 6. You know what I mean? Like you have the HTML blog posts and the whole interface is so old fashioned. I was like, what is this shit? And he
Yeah,
was like,
where's the really flashy Facebook like user interface everybody else uses?
yeah, it's pretty complicated to use. I have to say that. But my cousin, he was like, just wait till you make your first $100 and you will change your mind about Steemit. And I was like, okay, whatever. Oh, you're disappearing. So yeah, I did that, and then a month later, are you still here?
Yeah.
I see your profile picture, but so I posted this eyebrow twerk video. I don't know if you saw it.
It's actually the video I saw before I saw your Ripple
Yeah.
video. I saw the eyebrow twitching video and it just came up in my feed somehow. It was like recommended for you. And I was like, all right, I'm going to click on this because whatever. And I clicked on it. It was freaking hysterical. And then it was like playing next, Ripple. And it was the same person. I was like, wait, what? I'm watching Ripple.
Yeah. So anyways, he was like, yo, you should post this to Steemit. And I was like, what? He's like, don't you understand? You can make money out of this. And I'm like, okay, I'll post it. So I did, and then I started to edit my other videos and I posted that, and then suddenly I made like $60 from one post. And I was like, what is this?
This is blockchain.
Yeah, it was amazing. So that's basically how I got into it. So now I'm like, spend so much time on social media, I start to put more effort into making my videos because I don't really like the way the blog posts look on Steemit. I think it's very But okay, I get it. It's a beta version, whatever. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make videos and I'm gonna try to share that on Steemit because that was kind of a success.
Did you see my video
I got more
on Busy?
motivated. What?
I made a video on a plugin for Steemit called busy.org. It actually makes Steemit way more like user friendly. It's just like it is Steemit, but it's a better, like, in my opinion, it's a better skin, or like a portal to Steemit. It's called busy.org. And you just log in with your Steemit credentials and you can post from there. But for me, it looks a lot more like Medium, which is more like user friendly. But so check out busy.org and you might have a better experience creating your articles that way.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think it's a weird concept for me when I see the most trending posts and they use what's the name when you use pictures that you can use for free?
Oh, like
what's it called?
Like stock photos for your thumbnails.
Yeah. And they use stock photos, and I think it's so imperfect. Whatever. Like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I try to make my own thumbnails and make it more personal when I create content, so it stands out. It's more unique. You're right. It's good to have like that personal little touch to your posts. I made a video about how I make my thumbnails, so if you haven't seen that, check it out on my channel. That way, when you create your own thumbnail, or when you create your own post, you can create an individual thumbnail on that exact topic. Then it will actually help with your user engagement. People will keep seeing something, you know, that relates to you in the thumbnail with something different that relates to the topic, and it will have people keep coming back, or new people keep coming. So yeah, you're right. It's very important to have like custom artwork in your posts. And I don't understand it either, how people can use like stock stuff and basically rewrite an article that was already posted on Medium and make money on Steemit. But there are people who make money calling those people out. So if you're seeing anybody copywriting or, you know, infringing on somebody else's content, oh yeah, that's right. You're on a cruise ship right now. You're at work.
Yeah, I'm at work.
It's awesome. Wait, where are you headed to? Where are you going from and to?
We just go Norway and Sweden. So it's not actually a cruise ship. It's a ferry.
Oh, that's cool.
It's nothing fancy. But yeah.
Well, I'm sure
it's like 2.5 hours.
I'm sure it's better than just sitting in the office all day like I have to do.
Oh yeah, I run around all day. You saw it on my Facebook post.
Yeah, 29 floors. You walked 29 floors in one day at work. That is insane.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. But as I said, like the boat, it's like you're gonna get to the other side and you have to walk like stairs, and then you have to walk down the stairs to get to like just across the hall. So it's like super complicated, but whatever.
I saw in one of your videos you mentioned that you're in a group with the Asgardians for trading and stuff. So like, have you gotten into trading, or are you still like just trying to absorb knowledge about crypto trading?
I'm not trading yet, but I will in the future. So yeah, I'm still learning and gonna make some more videos. I'm taking it slow.
Well, it's money, so it's good to go slow rather than FOMO and just throw money at stuff and not know what you're doing. I ain't gonna lie, I did that.
About it.
When I first got into crypto, I was just like, oh, shut up, take my money. And that's when I got into crypto, like around this time last year. And I think we're 3 days or so away from the anniversary of the DAO hack for the Ethereum DAO from like the whole Slockit event. But I got in right around this time, and I got in crypto, and then my money just dropped. I was like, what happened? I threw my money away. But then Ethereum, obviously, we're at 400 or somewhere around there today. So Ethereum does, recover. Cryptos do recover. So I like to say, like, you only lose money if you sell. You know, you don't really lose anything if you hold your coins. You still have the same amount of coins. Just wait for the value to go where you need it to go. And because you should never use money you can't live without. So if you can't just live with your money sitting there and waiting for it to make you money, then don't use it.
Yeah. Well, that's the same with stocks. People that are into stocks, they know that you should never put more money into than you can, than you're comfortable with. Just, it's like for me right now in my financial situation, I have to save money, and then I have to have money for a living, and then I have like, you know, that kind of money that you put off every month that you can spend on whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of money you should put into, like, you know, you sacrifice maybe a Starbucks for some stocks. You know what I mean?
Do you have any stocks? Did you start your investments with stocks, or did you just get started with investing in crypto?
I just started with crypto, but I know people that are into stocks. So I've been talking to them a lot, but I've never done that myself. I've been pretty confused about it. You know, I'm not the kind of girl that are into that kind of
I
stuff.
wasn't the
So
kind of guy either. I really wasn't. I actually started Googling like how to save money, what would have the best return over time. And the more I looked into stocks, the less I felt like it was for me, at least my like tax
yeah,
bracket. Like I can't be investing 10 grand or 20 grand. I got like 10 bucks, 20 bucks,
yeah,
but it costs
exactly.
$10 just to buy a stock, and you can't even buy a half of a stock. You have to buy the
Yeah,
whole stock. So I was like, when I started
yeah,
looking into stocks, I was like, yeah, this is a sucker's game. Like, what's up with the
yeah,
next thing? And then I saw cryptocurrencies where you can buy any amount of the coin. You can trade 24/7. The trading transaction fees are basically free compared to like standard stocks. So to me, I don't even want to look at stocks. I have a couple now that I got into investing, but it doesn't make any
but
sense
that's
unless you can
old
move.
news.
It
That's
is though.
old
I feel like,
news.
yeah, I feel like it would be like investing in horse and buggies when the automobile just started hitting the street.
Yeah, why do you want an iPhone 3 when you can have an iPhone 7?
Right, exactly. And like you said with Ethereum, like that's what I did. I invested in Ethereum when it was an iPhone 3. I held on to
Yeah,
it. It's basically the iPhone 7 now. Its price has grown to match what it has evolved
yeah,
into. And I'm going to keep holding Ethereum until these dApps. And I don't know if you're too familiar with like the projects Ethereum like really has running, but there's things like Ujo Music, which is basically going to like kill iTunes. I mean,
mm,
they're taking content from artists that like how iTunes does it, but imagine that iTunes doesn't take that 30% cut. You know what I mean? That any
yeah,
artist gets paid instantly. Uh, Ethereum's had so much going on. They even have I think it's called Nonsense, which is basically like their decentralized Reddit where people can't just. I mean, it does have its downsides because like the reason this started nonsense started was on Reddit. People would like fat shame, or they would just have like content that people didn't approve of, but when they got deleted, people yelled censorship. So now we have this Ethereum project Nonsense where you can post whatever content you want. It's a decentralized platform and you don't have to worry about being censored, but it also leaves room for people to talk about whatever the hell they want.
yeah,
So there's always going to be bad people that take advantage of a good situation. But Ethereum
yeah,
has other things like their consensus, which is like bringing all these developers together to work on like Solidity and to make programs that like Microsoft, Facebook, Uber, Airbnb, all these companies are going to move into like an Ethereum evolution. And I don't think Ethereum is going to replace the internet. It's going to take the internet and just evolve it into this new thing. So I don't know. That's my excitement on Ethereum. I can't wait to see like more of these projects pop up.
As why do you think companies that already are so successful like Facebook and Microsoft, why would they go over to Ethereum?
Well, yeah, they know that decentralization, the blockchain technology is the future. I mean, JP Morgan's even in on this. There's what's the other banks? Something Mellon and another one that begins with an S. God, I can't remember. Too much stuff going on up here right now. But there's a
Yeah,
couple big banks that are getting involved with stuff like this. Even, I mean, with Ripple, Ethereum, their own in-house cryptocurrencies that these companies are deciding to build and experiment on. It's really, they know that this is the future. Even Western Union teamed
yeah,
up with Coinbase. So like we have the United States, the U.S. State Department hiring for blockchain projects. We have the General Service Administration hiring for blockchain projects. So there's government agencies, there's corporate agencies, and there's private sectors all hiring for blockchain technology and coders. So to me, that just proves that this is not going anywhere but up. Crypto and
yeah,
blockchain are here to stay, and these corporations know it. They don't want to go the way of Blockbuster. Blockbuster could have easily designed a Netflix-styled app and took over. They could have bought Netflix, but they missed out on the opportunity. They didn't take the risks. And I think these companies,
kind of like Nokia with the smartphone.
Oh yeah, Nokia with the smartphone and camera. Yeah, they killed it. If it wasn't for Nokia, Polaroid and Kodak would still be selling disposables.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nokia.
But they didn't believe in smartphones. So then you saw what happened to Nokia. Nokia, you say Nokia. Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if Kodak really saw smartphone cameras taken off. Kodak would have the smartphone camera right now, not Nokia.
Yeah.
So like you said, like some people take the risks of joining a new thing, and sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it does, but when it does, these companies know it's worth at least trying. And when it comes to Ethereum, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm a maximalist about anything. My portfolio is so big, I'm probably going to get, criticized for how far I spread my money. But I mean, I really like the promise Ethereum brings. And that's what I'm excited about. Like I want to use a service like Facebook, but not have to worry about Facebook selling my private information to make their profit. I don't want to worry about that. That's why I'm interested in programs or the blockchains like basic attention tokens from Brave's browser, stuff like that, where this token, I could put money or I could put some money on a wallet on my browser, and as I visit websites, that browser will just give the ad the penny that they would have got from the website as if I would have watched the ad. So say you go to Facebook and you get a pop-up at the bottom or whatever, or eBay, instead of seeing that pop-up, you'll pay to make it go away. So the advertiser still gets their money, you still get your great experience on the website, and nobody loses. And that's just step one. Eventually, we don't have to worry about this because, like you said on Steemit, we're earning currency by creating content. So as we browse on this browser, maybe we could earn what we would use to pay the advertisers. So actually, eventually, you'll make the money that you give money. It's going to come full circle.
Yeah.
So what's next, like in line for you? Like what's your next project that you want to sink your teeth into, or maybe are there any books that you're looking to read, or any specific content you're looking to create?
Nothing in particular. I just really like making videos. So I'm kind of happy to make videos about anything that I think is interesting and that I want to learn about. And yeah, the more I make videos, the more I learn, because then people contact me, people like you, and then I learn even more. So I just think that my content will evolve the more I put out there. It's pretty hard to say. I'm kind of winging it, to be honest.
Well, as you're winging it and as you're creating content, like James Bond, my one of my favorite viewers here, is and I wanted to ask this as well. Like, do you see like a disadvantage of being a female in this space? Like, how is your experience? Do you feel like you've been treated differently just because you're a girl, or do you think that it's just because you're new to creating content on this subject? Have you noticed anything or felt like that it's personal?
Nothing personal. I've definitely gotten a few trolls, but I think everything has an advantage and disadvantage. So, yeah, no, I don't feel that there's not a lot of females out there on this subject. So I'm just trying to get some more girls on the team.
Yeah, technology needs more women involved. I mean, I can't even imagine what kind of technology we don't have because men don't think of it. It's not a need for us, so we don't invent or come up with. So it would be nice to see maybe like a like a female based or like idea of like a social network or something. Like they have something like that, but I think, once we see more women involved, we're going to see these changes that like the dominance of men we're like, oh, wow, I didn't think of that. Like, no duh.
Yeah, but definitely. I really believe in cryptocurrency. Obviously, like, it's undeniable. But that's why I wanted to make videos so that even girls can understand that this is for everybody. I really want this to happen as quickly as possible. I want to mainstream this so more and more people get it. So yeah.
Yep. Let me see if anybody has any questions over here. We have.
Oh yeah, we got people. We're live.
Yeah, we are live. So let me just say thanks to James Bond, K Archie, Omar. Yeah, Omar wants to post this on his Steemit. That's cool. Link me, bro. I'll check it out.
Yeah, link me too. Shameless promotion, Sandra M.
Yes, I'll have her Steemit in the description box after I upload this. We have J Par, P-A-R here. Yeah, you guys are having your own conversation in this chat box. All right.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I can't even see it.
I'm going to let them be. All right. So besides Ripple, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, from just like what you've absorbed in the space so far, what do you like think could happen in the future of crypto? Do you see it being mainstream? Why or why not?
I definitely see it's definitely the future. Talk about it because our money system haven't been updated in a while, so it's just a matter of time. You know, everything around us is evolving, so it's definitely a safer and quicker way of exchanging money and buying stuff, and especially for people that travel, it's perfect to get into crypto. So that's also a reason why I wanna mainstream this. Because imagine a world that had the same currency. How easy it will be.
Every time I bring that up, though, people always want to go biblical. Like, I'm like, do you understand how easy it would be to be an American traveling to Korea and know that you don't have to exchange your currency or learn another government's currency? But they all go like, the one world currency is like the end of the world in the Bible. I'm like, all right, can we just talk about this though? Like one world currency, like the applications that would bring, it's endless. I mean, and the fact that a lot of people, it costs them a lot of money to send money from A to B, or sometimes businesses won't even want to do foreign business because it costs too much. It takes too long. So there's business innovations that are hindered basically on payment transaction, like being barbaric. Like they can't evolve their business model because the way businesses are done today can't really cope with their plans. But when you can transfer large amounts of value for pennies compared to the traditional, and instantly compared to the traditional days, businesses are going to be able to keep moving forward at a pace where we haven't even seen the beginning of. Like Apple and Samsung, if they could be doing these confidential transactions with their part suppliers, and they could file for these patents, or they could buy these bulk orders without like leaving anything exposed, it would just create like I think personally like better competition.
Of course. I don't see, I mean, of course, as I mentioned earlier, everything has an advantage and disadvantage. I mean, even the internet has a lot of good sides, but it also has a lot of bad sides. But we can sides, and I think being able to exchange money everywhere in the world, because we're not really, we're saying that we're globalizing, but we're not globalized if we can't even exchange with each other.
Yeah, I mean, one of the cool facts about
happen.
Like, it's
bound to be happen. Maybe not when we're living, but it will happen. So
one of the interesting things about the US dollar that I like became to learn as I got more and more into money was, and I didn't know this, maybe I'm ignorant for not knowing this till like a year ago, but anywhere that buys oil has to buy US dollar and then buy oil. Any country or government. Yeah. So when you buy oil, you have to take your euro or your Chinese yen or yuan. Japanese is yen, yuan's Chinese. But anyway, you take your local government money, you buy US dollar, then you buy oil. I was just like, wow, that's like a weird monopoly on US dollar. Like the Federal Reserve and these American banking industries really nailed this whole scheme of USD. So I don't know. I'm interested to see what would happen when the world can use their, one world, or when the world can use one currency for all of this stuff that isn't really linked to a government that can inflate or deflate the supply. Like right now, every time they print a dollar, my dollar loses value. But every time somebody buys Bitcoin, my Bitcoin gains value. So like the difference between crypto and fiat to me is my money goes farther rather than shorter. Ooh, did I lose you?
I'm here.
I apologize to the viewers. We are trying to do this live on a ferry. She's on a boat. She's on a boat, everybody. So, besides like everything like that, though,
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello? I hear you.
All right. So, besides all that,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Where
Am I
back? Where do you see yourself going? Like, are you going to be using crypto as money, or are you just going to be using crypto as an investment? Are you going to be, are you looking to get into like a Visa card so you can spend your crypto? What is your interest in right now? Like, what are you currently the most interested in?
Oh, good question. I haven't really thought about this. I guess the safest way for me now is to just earn it, as we talked about on Steemit. I'm just going to try to earn it, because then I'm just making money out of something that I spend hours on doing every day. So yeah, creating content. Isn't that cool though?
It is. I mean, when I first got like YouTube monetization on, I was like, oh wow, I can get paid to do YouTube stuff. And then I got into Steemit and I made a post and I was like, wow, I can get paid to write stuff. And then I started this whole like mentality of like, I don't want to really buy crypto or invest in crypto. I want to earn it, hold it, and use it. And that's what I've been trying to explain to my friends. Like, I think that for right now, maybe because everything's so high, that it may be the best steps to take in earning crypto, like through Steemit or busy.org or whatever. Yours network. I think there's the FutureNet. There's all different ways that you can earn cryptocurrencies right now. And even just putting a Bitcoin code on your Twitter account in your description, or putting a cryptocurrency address in your info box on whatever, will get you currency. If you create good content, people can supply the money that you deserve. So they fit. So I think it's great that people are earning, and not so much like just throwing their hard-earned money into it. Just put your time into it, create something, and earn from that, and then maybe reinvest. If you earn Steemit, maybe take your Steemit, sell it for some Bitcoin. Now you're holding Bitcoin. Maybe you can take some of that Bitcoin, trade it for some Ethereum, and now you have Steemit, Bitcoin, and Ethereum just from creating an article. You didn't even have to put your money into it.
And it's definitely
that's on your plans, is to earn crypto. I like it.
Earn crypto, and until I get enough to be able to savings, and then still be trading to earn more.
So another question I have from K Archie in the chat box here is, where do you get some of your information from? Like, are there some YouTubers that you make sure you watch? Are there articles, or maybe some Steemit creators that you go and check their articles? Where does Sandra get her info?
From the source.
The source is, yes.
Guarding a lot with my info.
So do you go on like Reddit, or like I said, like what kind of YouTubers do you follow?
Well, I followed this very cool guy named Ken Bose
Oh,
When
stop.
Amir Rosic, I think Amir has complicated, and sometimes so crypto it gets also a little bit to be browsing, and that's also why I make short videos, because I want it quick and simple. Because you start about cryptocurrency, you get all these new words thrown at you, like blockchain and this smart contract. What the hell? I don't understand anything. So, and I get a lot of info on Steemit. So yeah, but mostly from the
Sandra,
Guardians
you're
and on the
breaking up.
Facebook chat, I get direct answers.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Can
Your
you hear
audio
me?
was breaking up.
Really?
Yes, maybe try turning off the video. That might actually help.
Hold on. Hello?
There we go. All right. So, you broke up a little bit there, but it sounds like, you know, you're just taking information wherever you can get it, and you're creating your own information in bite-sized pieces so people can absorb it from you that way. That's basically what I was doing. I was watching YouTube videos, taking what I got out of it and putting out my own opinion on it, or reading an article and, you know, making a video walking to work, just talking about how that article, you know, appealed to me or how I thought about it. So you're on the right track, and it's, you're not like you're saying, oh, I know my shit, watch my channel, and you know, you're openly admitting like, hey, I'm new to this, I don't know much, but I'm interested. And that's where I was, and I still am. I'm an enthusiast. I'm always looking to learn. I'm always looking to farther my knowledge in this whole industry. But I wouldn't even say at this point I don't feel like I don't know anything still. Like every day I read an article or follow up on a video, I feel more and more like I don't know much. So yeah, I can hear you. So it is hard trying to create content as you learn about the information that you're providing, because you're going to have people like, oh, you're only creating this content so you can, you know, get attention. But it's like, I'm creating the content because I'm passionate about it. And that's what I could see from your videos. Like, even you were saying, like, you know, you might not be the most informative, but you only talked about what you did know, and that's why the videos were short. So I can appreciate that. My videos go on for like ever. Some people even said they're too long. So I think the short videos are where it's at. And let me say hi to Bear. Hey, we got another live viewer and such. Hi, everybody. Anybody got any questions? Feel free to post. I'm going to try to get to them towards the end. We got about 20 live viewers, and we're coming up towards the end here, guys.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you would want to, you know, ask me, since you have my full attention at the moment, or anything you wanted to talk about?
Oh, I'm gonna grill you right now. Just kidding. No, I mean, we've been talking about most of the things, I guess. And I watch your video, so I don't have a lot of questions.
Oh, that's good. That means my videos are that means my videos are answering questions, not leaving questions.
Yeah.
That's good.
I know. I mean, you know, when you're getting put on the spot like that, I'm sure when I hang up today, I'm gonna be like, oh damn, I should ask him this question.
One of the viewers said blockchain for dummies, and that would probably be really good for you. Maybe do like a blockchain for dummies videos maybe once a week or something. A blockchain for dummies video on this, and dumb it down for like, you know, 2-minute video. That would be a cool little niche. That's a good idea, Bear.
Yeah, but then my question is like, how important is it to know what blockchain is if you're just starting to learn about this? Because the dummy don't want to know what a blockchain is. When I started learning about it, I was like, what? Why the hell am I learning about blockchain? I just want to know basically benefits of cryptocurrency, and then if I'm interested, I can look into, okay, why is cryptocurrency so safe? Oh, because it is using the blockchain technology. Oh, what is the blockchain technology? So
yes, the very typical domino effect rabbit hole syndrome.
yeah. So
Yeah, like you
I
said.
don't think I would want to start with the blockchain, because then that's where it gets complicated, I think, in the beginning of the dummies stage. That should be like chapter 8. At
Chapter 8,
least
yes.
chapter 3.
Yeah, a lot of people look at the cryptocurrencies and only care about the value of it. And what's really important is the blockchain and the use case and the design of the blockchain that brings that cryptocurrency value. So the more that you learn about crypto, the more you're going to want to know about their blockchain individually and the use case for that blockchain and the usefulness of it. I mean, if it's not a useful blockchain, will it have value? So yeah, definitely got to start with there and finish at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to talk about it for more, actually, cryptocurrency for dummies.
Yeah, there you
The
go. That would be
benefits of
interesting.
it. And so, yeah, it's a
I
pretty
like
good
content
idea.
coming from fresh minds. Some people might not be as open to content coming from somebody that is fresh to the information, that may not be super informed. But that's the kind of content that I am interested in. I like watching newer videos on this because it gives me that like nostalgic feel that I had when I first got into crypto, before I was almost at the point of bored with it. Like, so I saw that in your videos, that you were excited, and I'm excited for your channel. I think that your content, the way you go about creating it, the way you go about providing the information, the whole package, as you get more informative and get more in depth on your explanations of these things in your videos, the way that your videos are created and the way that you go about explaining them so far, it's only going to keep getting better. So I really wanted to let you know that, like, I like your content and I really wanted to keep you going. So don't stop, keep making videos, keep writing on Steemit. No, thank you, because like the people that get into crypto and create content are the people that are helping aid adoption in any way. Like, so your friends will watch your videos because they can relate to your explanations and they feel comfortable. And then maybe they'll get suggested videos. They'll move on to my channel or move on to like someone like Omar Bam, where they get more and more and more in depth. But you got to start on the shallow level before you dive in deep. And that's where I think your channel and my channel really come into play, with these newcomers that don't have to really worry about being overwhelmed with all those buzzwords you were talking about. They just get our opinion and that's it. So I guess we could wrap it up. If, like I said, is there any questions you wanted to ask me or anything that you wanted to talk about?
Sorry, can you repeat that? Because I lost you a little bit.
Are there any questions you wanted to ask me about, like, anything or anything that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I just want to say I've been noticing that you've been using more video editing in your latest videos. So that's pretty cool on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, being a YouTube content creator is kind of scary. I get a lot of trolls and I get a lot of support, so it kind of balances out. And that's what I guess I could tell you right from the bat. Try to take whatever the trolls say and keep it in mind if it's constructive criticism. But if it just seems like blatant disrespect, just wash it away, delete the comment. We have the power on our YouTube channels to do that.
Yeah.
But the support that we get, and I'm telling you, my biggest advice there is support those who support you. If you have, viewers that are faithful viewers, like I got my buddy James Bond. This guy is always here. I really appreciate him as a supporter.
Who is this James Bond?
You'll probably get to know him. I'm sure of it. He is everywhere. Definitely check out his YouTube channel. He does a lot of good talks, especially with this guy Ozzy from the BS Filter. They do really good conversations. But yeah, these are the kind of people that support me, that, and I support back. I make sure I'm at their live videos. I make sure I share their content. And that's all I can tell you. If you have people that support you, support them back. If they're coming to your live videos, check out some of their live videos, drop comments, let them know you're there and you support them back. And that'll help you in return.
That's a good life lesson in any area of your life. Support everyone who supports you.
Yeah, and I try to live by that. I really do, because I am very blessed by the people that support me, and they do
Yeah.
an amazing job keeping me motivated. And I'm sitting here sweating right now. I have to turn my air conditioner on. It's like 100
Oh yeah.
degrees, but the air
Oh yeah,
conditioner's
you're
right next to my
lucky.
microphone.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to
Uh,
wrap this up, and I wanted to ask you
okay.
a pretty difficult question, especially for a newcomer.
Okay.
All right, so here it goes. Could you explain cryptocurrencies in 10 words or less?
Um, but for me, cryptocurrency is a digital safe currency that will be available for everybody in the world and makes
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time? It broke up.
that's it. Hello?
It broke up. One more time, Sandra.
So try to simplify it. I would say it's a digital currency that is safe, easy for everyone,
It keeps breaking up on you, Sandra. That's so funny. I'm sorry.
and was meant to be for me to not explain it.
All right. All right. I'm going to get that answer from you in text. Since it broke up, the audience won't be able to hear it, but I will post your answer
Okay.
in the description box below, and I'll make sure I link your
Okay.
Steemit account. Thank you so
Okay.
much. I know you're at work
Thank
right now.
you.
You're on a boat. You're living the boat life at work. I know you're rocking that mobile or you're on the Wi-Fi there. So I do appreciate the time you took to come on the show. And like I said, keep doing what you're doing, and your audience will grow. Your knowledge will grow. And like I said,
Thank you so much.
your content that you create is very entertaining, especially for how new it is. So keep it coming. And thanks everybody for
Thank
watching.
you.
We got Mad
Thanks
Max
for having
popped
me.
in. Thank you, John, for stopping by. Bear, of course, James Bond again. Art K Archer, Archie, everybody. Thank you so much, and have a day.